There are few events in history that have the power to captivate our imagination quite like a volcanic eruption. From the awe-inspiring spectacle of molten lava to the devastating impact on human civilization, volcanoes have both fascinated and terrified us for centuries. And when it comes to supervolcanoes, the stakes are even higher. These colossal geological giants have the potential to unleash catastrophic destruction on a scale that can literally reshape our planet. And among the most notorious supervolcanoes in the world is the Yellowstone Caldera in the United Island Park in Wyoming, a place that has been both revered and feared by humans for its awesome power and destructive capabilities. It's no wonder, then, that rumors and speculation about the next eruption of this legendary volcano have been circulating for years, with some people claiming that an eruption is imminent and others insisting that we have nothing to worry about. It can be tough to know what to believe. In this video, we will cut through the noise and bring you the latest updates on the Yellowstone volcano, exploring the scientific evidence and expert opinions to get to the bottom of the truth. So sit tight and get ready to learn everything you need to know about the next eruption of Yellowstone. But before we begin, Yellowstone National Park is home to the Yellowstone Caldera, also known as the Yellowstone Supervolcano. The park spans over 2.2 million acres of land and is famous for its geothermal features, including Old Faithful, as well as its abundant wildlife. But it's the Yellowstone Supervolcano that truly steals the show. The volcano is located beneath the northeastern corner of the park and is considered to be one of the largest active volcanoes on Earth. It has a history of massive eruptions that have shaped the landscape of the region and affected the climate of the entire planet. The most recent eruption of the Yellowstone Supervolcano occurred around 640,000 years ago. Yellowstone National Park is a popular tourist destination that attracts millions of visitors each year. However, in the event of a major volcanic eruption, the park would have to be evacuated. The US Geological Survey monitors the volcano closely for any signs of increased activity. They use a variety of tools and techniques to monitor the volcano, including seismometers, GPS stations, and more. In the event of an eruption, local residents and tourists would need to be evacuated from the area. The US government has developed a plan for evacuating the area in the event of an emergency. The plan includes setting up evacuation routes and shelters, as well as providing information to the public through various media outlets. The Yellowstone Supervolcano is a significant tourist attraction in Yellowstone National Park. It draws visitors from all over the world who come to marvel at its natural beauty and learn about its fascinating history. However, in the event of a major eruption, the volcano would have to be closed to the public. The closure would likely have a significant impact on the local economy, which relies heavily on tourism. The impact of a major eruption from the Yellowstone Supervolcano would be felt far beyond the immediate vicinity. Ash and debris would be thrown into the atmosphere, blocking out the sun and causing widespread darkness. Global temperatures would plummet, leading to a volcanic winter. Crops would fail and food shortages would become widespread. The global economy would collapse and mass extinctions would occur. It's important to note that a major eruption from the Yellowstone Supervolcano is a rare event that has only happened a few times in the past million years. The most recent eruption occurred 640,000 years ago and was significantly smaller than the two previous eruptions. Scientists closely monitor the volcano, and there are currently no signs that an eruption is imminent. Despite the potential devastation that a major eruption could cause, it's important to remember that such events are rare and the risk to human life is low. The scientific community is constantly monitoring the volcano, and there are plans in place to evacuate the area in the event of an emergency. While it's important to be aware of the risks, it shouldn't cause undue panic or fear. Now let's take a look at the timeline for the next eruption of the Yellowstone Supervolcano. According to the United States Geological Survey, or USGS, the major eruptions of the Yellowstone Supervolcano have occurred at intervals of roughly 600,000 years. The last major eruption was 640,000 years ago. Therefore, based on this pattern, The next major eruption should occur around the year 160,000. However, it's important to remember that this is just a rough estimate, and the actual timing of the next eruption is impossible to predict. As mentioned earlier, the Yellowstone Supervolcano is closely monitored by scientists. If there are any signs of increased activity, they will be able to provide more accurate information about the likelihood of an eruption. Overall, while it's impossible to say exactly when the next eruption will occur, the USGS believes that there is no immediate danger of a major eruption. It's safe to say that the Yellowstone Supervolcano is one of the most fascinating and awe-inspiring natural wonders in the world. While the thought of a major eruption is scary, it's important to remember that such events are rare and there is no immediate danger. The scientific community is constantly monitoring the volcano, and there are plans in place to evacuate the area in the event of an emergency. As long as we continue to learn more about the volcano and monitor its activity, we can continue to enjoy the beauty and wonder of this amazing natural phenomenon. We hope you enjoyed learning more about the Yellowstone Supervolcano and the potential impact of its next eruption. Remember, knowledge is power, and the more we understand about the world around us, the better equipped we are to handle any challenges that may come our way. Thanks for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for more informative videos in the future. Yellowstone National Park has a rich history of geothermal activity and volcanic eruptions. Some of the most notable features in the park are the result of this activity, such as the Grand Prismatic Spring and the Mammoth Hot Springs. However, there is one feature in particular that stands out as a reminder of the park's volatile past, the Lava Creek Tuff. The Lava Creek Tuff is a massive deposit of ash and other volcanic debris that resulted from an eruption of the Yellowstone Supervolcano about 640,000 years ago. At the time, the eruption was so powerful that it created a caldera, which is now home to the world's largest hot spring, the Great Prismatic Spring. The Lava Creek Tuff itself is one of the largest cryptotephras in the world, covering an estimated 2,300 square miles, with deposits up to 700 feet thick. While the eruption that created the Lava Creek Tuff occurred hundreds of thousands of years ago, its effects can still be seen and studied today. In fact, scientists were able to use the tuff to develop the numerical model of the Yellowstone Supervolcano's past eruptions. This model has helped them to better understand the behavior of the volcano and to predict the potential impact of future eruptions. One of the most interesting aspects of the Lava Creek Tuff is the way that it has been dated. Scientists were able to use a technique called argon-argon dating to determine the age of the tuff. This method involves measuring the amount of argon gas that has accumulated in a sample of volcanic rock over time. By comparing the amount of argon gas in a sample to the amount of potassium that has decayed into argon, scientists can calculate the age of the rock. Using this technique, scientists have determined that the Lava Creek Tuff is approximately 640,000 years old. This eruption was part of a series of 3 major eruptions that occurred at Yellowstone between 2.1 and 860,000 years ago. Each of these eruptions was more powerful than the last, resulting in the formation of the Yellowstone Caldera. The caldera is now home to several geysers and hot springs, as well as a variety of wildlife. Today, visitors to Yellowstone National Park can explore the park's geothermal features and learn about the park's rich history of volcanic activity. The Lava Creek Tuff is just one example of the incredible natural wonders that can be found in Yellowstone. If you want to learn more about the Yellowstone Supervolcano, the National Park Service has a wealth of resources available online. You can learn about the park's geothermal features, volcanic history, and the animals and plants that call Yellowstone home. We hope you enjoyed learning more about the Yellowstone Supervolcano and the Lava Creek Tuff. Don't forget to stay tuned for more informative videos about Yellowstone and other national parks. Thanks for watching.